Welcome back to the Golden Door Garage. It's time for us to get some work going. But first, I found this sword. Pretty majestic. Well, just like everyone's aware, the East Coast was hit by Hurricane Ian, and we were not spared. Fortunately, very minor. We didn't have our insulation and walls all sealed up yet. Did get some water in the building in a few places, particularly down here. We've moved a couple of vehicles around in the building just to keep them from being outside during the storm. Luckily, nothing else was really hurt. Just time to get everything sealed up here. So Ellen went and got some foam, and we were gonna do this before we put the insulation panels and steel up on the sides of the building. So I guess it's time to get after it. Also, to help prevent the water intrusion, Alan needs to finish up some backfilling on the sides here. Hadn't done that yet. Don't have our driveways in. That'll keep it from coming in through the main doors. Well, Lowe's was out of Great Stuff branded foam, so let's try and see if the generic's any good. The first little section done, and Alan's working on his over there. Now I just got a lot more to go. Okay, so the next step, now that we've done all of the great stuff and expanding foam, is going to be some caulking and sealant. Plan to go all the way around the perimeter of the building and do the floor to the metal beam, and then we are also going to come back and do the metal bracketry to the back side of the sheet metal, just to seal this thing. All of the sealant and caulking is done all the way around. Looks kind of like a war zone in here. Just shy of 2 cases of caulking. Who knows how many cans of foam. This is kind of what we've got now. We've got our sealant against the steel beam and the concrete, and then we've run a bead of caulk through here in between all of these spots of great stuff. Okay, time to go on a little adventure, go get some metal to finish out the inside of the building with. Alright, I think that ought to do nicely. Alright, so Bargain Box Country Hardware store here has got 72 sheets of metal for us. Let's see if the trailer holds all 72 without crying too badly.
I feel like this is a setup.
Yeah, we're with OSHA. Well, that is our Canadian white that we will be putting on the inside of the building. All right, so here's the metal that'll go on the inside of the building. As you can see, floors are all cleaned up. Alan has swept, power washed, cleaned everything here and here. Rearranged a little bit, so all of the equipment is down there at the moment. Well, we are all loaded up and heading out to go get the insulation board. We found some insulation. There it is, the first load of insulation. I'm gonna unload here and, well, go get some more. Our last run of insulation. So hopefully this will get the building finished up, and inside at least be ready to go. Well, we have got one load of insulation, and we are back with the second and hopefully final load here. So I think everything's sealed up nice. Now we can put up our foam board. Out of this door, you can see it's all dug out. We have some more digging to still finish up, and we've got to get our forms set up, but this is where we will be pouring our concrete driveway to come in. On this end, it'll be both of these bays' entrance point, also going to wrap around, give us a sidewalk for that man door. We have this section down here dug out. Again, sidewalk for the man door. Nice concrete slab to go into the building, and the same on the back side. There's all the insulation board that'll be going up shortly. There's all of the metal framing that will hold the insulation up and give us a mounting point for all of the rest of the sheet metal that'll be going on the first 8 foot inside. Now, let me get a good vantage point, and then we'll let Alan explain what we're doing with the insulation exactly.
So we got all this insulation. So the plan is these sections are basically 5 feet between each post. We will cut and run a piece at the top going the 5 foot length. That will look the nicest after we put the metal up on the wall. Then all the little pieces that are sectioned together will be hidden behind the metal.
I think that idea is perfect. This insulation's really sturdy, by the way. All right, so that's kind of the plan. Put the pieces up there, sealed to the ceiling, and work our way down. All right, we got this hot foam knife cutter, and wow, that thing works really well. Had to have Alan notch this piece out, clear the garage door track. Fits like a glove-ish. Now we are taking the scraps that you saw earlier, fitting them in, and filling the rest of the panels. You guys can see that our pile of insulation has significantly dwindled. We've gone ahead and laid out insulation for the bottom section all the way around the building. Acquired a beautiful new piece of equipment. Nice little man lift. Not the prettiest, but it certainly works well. So we're going to use this, knock out the rest of the insulation. All right, so we worked late into the night and got a lot done. We have insulation all the way around. We have a little bit to do at the top on that end. We have a little bit to do on the top at that end. And we have this gap. But it's getting close. We've got a couple of not quite half sheets, 3 full sheets, whatever that is, and our scraps. I think we can do it. Something seems a bit off there. Okay, so sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself, and this is one of those moments. This piece was supposed to be 32.5 on this edge, and we pull this out here. We're at right there at 23 and a half. Dyslexia sucks. Our help is getting a little restless, so we're gonna take care of that with an idea for him. I found this sword. Pretty majestic. You can run around and poke people with it. Ah! The building has all of its insulation. That piece is on the floor as well. But this phase is done. And there you go, guys. A lot of progress has happened. And for those of you that maybe caught it, just a moment ago, there was a little spoiler as to the next video because some stuff was a little out of order in filming. So if you caught it, just say that you caught it in the comments. And otherwise, stick around for the next video. As always, we appreciate you watching. Like, follow, subscribe, helps us a lot. And let's see where we go with this Golden Door Garage.